The Minnesota Vikings have a massive, huge need at 3-tech. Draft picks certainly help, but a veteran grown-ass man in the middle, preferably with some experience in the Zimmer scheme. Aha. Enter one Geno Atkins of the friggin' Cincinnati Bengals. Frankly, one of the most underrated defensive tackles in the last decade. Like, if you add Grady Jarrett and maybe Fletcher Cox in the mix, like that is your triumvirate of underrated defensive tackles in a world of Aaron Donald, even though Aaron Donald is the GOAT. Yes. But yes, Geno Atkins was a 2010 fourth-round pick coming out of Georgia, does turn 33 in March. Yes, he only played as a rotational player in 8 games in Cincinnati last year, 2020, before going on IR with a shoulder injury. He only had 1 tackle. Yeah, but the Vikings do need to acquire the 11-year veteran. And we say acquire and because he's due an $11.7 million base salary in 2021. None of it is guaranteed. So the Bengals probably going to cut him. So you can take your chances to sign him in free agency. But if you go that route, you're going to have some competition. Now, it's not going to be for a ton of money, but you still could easily lose out on him. But what if I told you? Vikings offer up one of Spielman's precious little 7th-round picks for his rights. Remember, none of his contract is guaranteed, and then negotiate a steep pay cut down to the level that he would have got on the open market anyway in free agency, with some incentives thrown in. Woo! I like it. Like, it's similar to the Calais Campbell trade last offseason, going from Jacksonville to Baltimore for a 5th-rounder. Played phenomenal this year for the Ravens, but he was a veteran that the Jaguars were going to get rid of anyway, so Snoochie Boochies, bring that in. Atkins, who played for 4 seasons in Cincinnati with Mike Zimmer from 2010 to 2013, playing that 3-tech spot, blowing up B gaps, was an All-Pro in 2012, 12.5 sacks, 82 pressures, insane. He's been an 8-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro. He's had 3 seasons of 90-plus PFF grades, 2012, 15, and 17, 75.5 career sacks, which is phenomenal for a defensive tackle. Also a career 12.19% pressure rate, which is great. And yes, this is not the Geno Atkins of 2012, 2017. I get that. You were getting a knockoff facsimile, like you're getting Jordan Wizards as opposed to Jordan Bulls. I get it. But also, he is light years better than anything the Vikings have on the rooster. Bet your sweet ass there. And he would be a solid 3-tech spot. He would be a bridge guy to the next generation. Rookies TBD. Maybe the Vikings spend up in the draft on Barmore or Twyman or Nixon or McNeil or whoever. Or maybe James Lynch actually gets his ass off the bench. It'll be kind of nice to see. But if that shoulder is good to go, he's still solid against the run. He can get after rushing the passer. Familiarity with scheme is a plus. Also, in 2019, the last season he was fully healthy, he still did have 53 pressures and 4.5 sacks, which easily would have led the Vikings defensive interiors in both categories. So acquiring him for a 7th-round pick, that's whatever, right? And then bringing that salary down, say to $2 million with $1.5 million in incentives. Yeah, absolutely. Like $3.5 million if he caps out, great. And also cut Shamar Stephen to make up that room on the cap. Woo! Seems like an easy decision to me. I love it. Geno Atkins back with Zimmer. Got back on the Atkins diet, baby. Low carbs. 2021 Vikings are primed to win now. And if they can just get that defense right, Geno Atkins, if he catches just a little bit of that fountain of youth, if he stays healthy, can get after it in some limited reps at 3-tech, bring it in. Bring in it as a short-term option. But again, if you acquire him, that does not change the draft strategy at all. Still definitely build in both of those trenches, but Geno Atkins can be a nice veteran guy to add into that mix. But your thoughts, Vikings acquiring Geno Atkins, former Cincinnati Bengal, well, soon to be former Cincinnati Bengal. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post on Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.